This is a Headgum podcast.
Hello and welcome to Perfect Person, the show where I'm perfect and you're, of course, a person.
Yes.
Recently, I've been putting my spatula on the knife block.
And action.
Magnetized.
Okay.
So it's just in reach. I have a magnetic knife block that's on the wall. And guess what?
Uh-huh.
Now there's a spatula up there.
You have a magnetic spatula?
No, it's metal, I said. And it goes on the magnetic knife
yes,
block.
it's magnetic.
Yeah, it's magnetic in that it is it can do magnet stuff. It can do magnet stuff.
Absolutely.
Much like it's like, you know, I'm a digital creator, but I can do singing.
You can?
Oh! So
Cynthia was here.
Cynthia was here.
I heard it.
I'm obviously on the show today with Anna Garcia.
That's a nice one. Thank you.
Anna, thank you so much for being here. Now, the audience probably knows you from literally everything, but also you may know Anna from Dropout, from Fly Me to the Moon, from you being sort of in every commercial ever.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Sorry about it. But Anna, what makes you perfect today to be on the show, to answer people's calls and give them that advice?
Okay, so the thing about that's going to make me perfect today is that I'm sort of in a really dark place.
Whoa.
No, because of the world.
Oh.
And that makes me grounded, real. I'm going to be offering you the most honest, you know what, fuck it, everything's going bad. We might as well fully send.
I love that. Yeah. Everything is bad. You turn on the news and it's just, yep. Everything actually sucks. And it's the worst, darkest timeline.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, but what if we yassify that?
Okay. Press a button.
Here we go.
Woo! Yeah, we're going to be...
me, Willis?
Exactly. How many do you have in there?
Oh, so many. Well, I've showed you most of these.
Okay.
One of them is for a segment at the end of the show.
Can't wait.
But then I've also got,
All of
there we go. And then this is my live show. So I've got a couple that I do for the live show.
That's cool.
And then if you move in further.
Christmas bells.
Okay, so that's for the Christmas
That's for the
episode.
holiday
That's
special.
for the holiday
Great.
special.
Yeah.
And we've got horse.
And of course we've got horse.
And we have horse. But what is your advice philosophy? People are coming to you and they're saying, I'm scared, I'm hurt, I'm worried. What do you typically give to them?
Almost, and here I am saying that I'm not good at giving advice, but almost anytime someone has a complaint about their partner, I'm like, leave them.
By the way, give that advice a lot on the show.
Okay, good. Yeah.
People go,
We'll be getting that today.
we'll be giving that today.
Yeah.
People will be like, I'm getting engaged to my partner. Leave them.
Yeah, 100%.
No, people do. They call in sometimes. Then they're like, my boyfriend's the worst piece of shit in the fucking universe. And they're like, but I want to hang out with him still. And it's like, maybe.
And that's when I'm like, kill them.
Kill them.
Yeah.
Maybe assign a murderer to them.
Have you considered the dark web?
Have you considered, have you ever been on?
I'm passionate about this. I'm desperate to go on the dark web.
Yeah, I would love to go. I'm a little scared that they're going to see me.
I'm not scared. I have nothing to lose. I want to go on the dark web.
What are you talking about? You have nothing to lose.
I have
Budding career,
nothing
stunning
to
talent. What are you talking about?
I have nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose. I don't have anything in this planet. All your friends waiting outside the door. Like, what the fuck?
I have nothing to my name. No one attached to me. Literally meeting a dog to adopt today. I have nothing to lose.
Are you really?
Yes.
Oh, that's really exciting. How do you feel about the dog? Are you nervous?
I actually want to circle back to the dog because I have to talk about the dark web
we'll get back to
right
it.
now.
Yeah, hit it.
So the dark web, I'm really fascinated in because I want to know what it looks like.
Yeah.
Like, who's graphic, like what's the UI design of the dark web? Like what's the who's designing it? Because you know how every website has to be designed. So someone has to just like choose what the dark web looks like.
Yeah,
And I'm like, so who's doing the graphics for the dark web? Does it look like a simple internet forum from like the 90s? Like is the screen literally dark? Like I just want to get a glance. I'm like, does it look like Reddit? Like I want to know.
Yeah, I would like to look at that as well. I mean, you think that
And then
somebody's...
of course I want to buy body parts.
Well, duh. I want to buy a kidney. I want to buy a toe.
I want to buy kidney.
I want to buy kidney.
I want 4 toes, 1 kidney.
There's some guy who just got released. He was like found in the dark web or something. There's some Scarlet Road guy got released.
He got released?
I don't know why. I think Trump pardoned him or something.
Yeah, everyone's getting released these days.
Yeah, it's like literally Arkham Asylum has broken open.
Yeah.
And the Joker's like, guys, everyone get out of here.
And the Joker is instead a gross man that will die in our lifetime. And isn't that...
and that's
hope
brings me
for.
hope. By the way, That brings me hope.
And that's hope.
And it's a fact. It's not a threat.
And it's not a threat. And that's why the government can't take me down for saying it.
They can't take you for saying it. But Anna, before we get into the calls, it's time that we calibrate your advice. So we're going to be doing the perfect person speed round where I sort of lock and load some things to learn a little bit more about you.
Fantastic.
So that way we can be on the same page. So when we go in there, it's like a buddy cop movie. I'm going in and we're both each other's backup in case someone fires a grenade.
Fantastic.
Perfect. Speed round starts now. Perfect little snack on a snack table.
Cheese?
Okay, what cheese?
Crunchy cheese. Sweet crunchy cheese.
What the fuck are you talking about? Sweet crunchy cheese is like someone gave you something that was not cheese and they were like, it's for sure cheese.
You actually don't know what you're talking about.
You had a cracker. It's what you had. You had
okay, so it's a sweet cheese. It's got salt on it and it's thin.
Yeah.
And it's
crusty. It's bready cheese. Perfect emoji.
The one where he's like sad.
Oh, you like the sad one? Do you send that one a lot?
Yeah. But not because I'm sad, because he's cute.
He is cute. I usually do salute emoji.
Yeah, but isn't that getting a little tired? It was just fucked up because I use it probably more than any other emoji.
So
I'm so sorry.
Sorry, but isn't that getting a little bit tired? It's so funny.
That was the meanest thing I've ever done. I'm so sorry.
I loved it. Perfect time to wake up.
9 a.m.
9 a.m. That's when you're up?
Yeah.
Alarm set for 9 or alarm set for 8:15? You snooze it.
It depends on the day. If I have physical therapy, it's an 8:15 and I snooze it. If I don't, it's a 9 a.m.
Perfect coffee order.
I don't drink coffee.
Fuck. Well, that felt like a...
I'm one of those people that don't drink caffeine. And
not caffeine at all?
No caffeine.
No caffeine.
Can't do it.
Make you jittery?
Makes me dizzy and sick.
No way.
Yeah.
So you're at a coffee shop. Like, let's say you're meeting someone. It's like, oh, it's a coffee date. Oh, it's a coffee meeting. Are you going up to the counter and you're saying, I don't have coffee?
Yeah, I'm going, hey, did you know that I actually go throughout my day with no caffeine? I get a hibiscus tea with honey usually.
Oh, I like hibiscus tea. It's red. I worry it's going to stain my pants.
Yeah.
Perfect salad dressing.
Balsamic.
Yeah, I agree. Straight up.
Perfect
place to be snowed in.
A cabin in northern Michigan.
Oh, I've never been to northern Michigan.
Have you been to Michigan?
I went to Detroit to do a live show, but I was very, very briefly and I stayed in the scariest Airbnb of my entire life.
No, okay.
It was like the Barbarian. Have you seen Barbarian?
Yeah.
It was like that.
That's scary.
Perfect birthday present.
Slippers.
Slippers are good. I feel like that's nice.
Slippers.
People aren't willing to buy themselves slippers often.
No. And if you get someone a nice pair of slippers, they're going to use that every day.
You know what? I'll say for birthday presents, on the receiving end, I like to have something that the other person likes. I like, it's like typically a bad rule of thumb to be like, oh, get something that you love to give to somebody. But I actually do want it to be like a little piece of my friend.
Okay. I love that, and that's sort of revolutionary because I feel like every time around the holidays, there's like 8,000 TikToks that are like, here's the perfect gift giving guide for, and I'm like, we're not going to get every man this J. Crew sweater. We're not going to get every woman this fish tin cup. Like we have to start pulling within ourselves. And I think that's a good place to start.
When you said every man this J. Crew sweater, I thought your eye contact went to the J. Crew sweater that I have that is green that has the logo on it.
And it's just floating above the camera.
No, I thought you were like, we don't have to get man this fucking J. Crew. I was like, did I leave it over there? Totally agree. Perfect way to cancel plans.
Say you're tired.
I'm tired. You're tired?
Yeah.
You're tired, really?
I'm tired.
It's my birthday and you're tired?
Wait, you're right. That's not that good. I can do better.
Yeah.
If there's a better way to cancel plans.
Hey, are you on your way?
Oh my God, sick family member.
Hey, are you on your way to the bar? We're so excited to have a good night.
Like my dad died.
My dad is dead.
I go to the extreme.
You're like, oh, Jesus Christ. Do you need us to cancel this? That's so intense.
You made these plans, Anna.
I know. Perfect way to ask someone on a first date.
An Instagram DM.
Oh, well, people do say that Instagram is the dating app.
It is. You can slide in.
Slide in.
Yeah.
I do think that that's true. I never really used it for that. I guess I was on I was on that Tinder. I was on that whatever. I never used Instagram for the dating app. And then I met my lovely wife. And
on Tinder?
No. Live at a party in the wild.
That's amazing.
In the wild at a party, and it was like friend of mine from high school's roommate. It was a totally random, but I often tell people, go to the party. If you want to find love, go to the party.
Yeah, that's very rare. I think with the pandemic, we lost house parties.
We did, yeah.
Which is the greatest tragedy to ever happen to modern dating.
I love I like a house party so much more than a bar party.
Never
No.
will ever choose a bar party over a house party.
No, I wanna
house parties are incredible.
Absolutely. I want to look through people's things. I want to go to their bathroom and be
Yes.
like, they chose that to put on the wall.
And I want to see what drinks they provided for people. I want to see what people brought. I want to hear
right.
what music they're choosing to play. Like,
Cozy.
yeah, absolutely.
Final question, the speed round, perfect candle smell.
Handle. I thought you said Kindle, and
No.
I was like,
Candles
plastic?
don't smell. Plastic. Candles don't smell. That's plastic.
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 It's a musk, a citrusy musk.
I like citrus musk. I think that's fantastic.
And you?
And
oh my God!
actually,
They thought we were gone and dead.
sorry, you thought I was dead?
Wait.
But honey, I'm just getting started.
I just now realized I didn't ask you any of these questions back.
Oh my God, it's okay.
This is so fucked up.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I am a narcissist.
No, it's okay. Look, I just like,
This
if
is
you want to ask me any
fucked.
questions, what are your speed runs for me? Hit me.
How often do you get your hair cut?
Oh my God, not often enough.
Okay.
I get a haircut. I love it so much.
I love getting a haircut.
Getting it.
That's a lie. I hate getting a haircut.
Don't lie on my show. So then I will cut my hair, and then about 5.5 months later, I'll go, I should have cut this like 3 months ago.
Sure. Okay.
So I would say I probably get a haircut every 4 months.
That's okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Some people get it like every month, and I'm like, are you made of money?
Relax.
Yeah.
Every month.
Are you made of money?
That's too intimate. I feel like honestly, whenever I go to the hair salon, because I
Yeah.
do go to a salon, and I get kind of a fancy cut.
Okay.
Right? I'll spend a little money on it.
Okay.
But the experience is like, I can't see this person every month. It's just too. I feel like there's too much conversation.
This conversation is quite stressful.
It can be stressful.
I get my hair cut in Michigan still.
Really?
Because I have had so many bad experiences in LA that I now I get my hair cut in Michigan, and then I do touch-ups myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really funny. It sort of reminds me of somebody being like, well, I still see my family dentist.
I mean, it's exactly that.
Do you see the same person that you saw like when you lived
Since
there?
middle school. Yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah. Lindsay Kelly.
Love that.
Lindsay Kelly at the New You Salon in Birmingham, Michigan is the girl.
Insane shout out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She's the greatest.
Well, Anna, we've got to get to these calls because people are calling in and they're hanging by a thread and they
Let's do
need
it.
our help. But before we do, it's important for people to know that if they like the show, they should rate, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram so you can call into the show to get your problems answered.
Yes, and you can even rate 4 stars. Like, you don't have to rate 5.
Maybe 5, though, would be cool. Maybe 5 is cool, too. Maybe 5, actually.
Yeah, but 4 is a really acceptable
And
thing.
5 is awesome. But if you love the show and you want more of it, you can join us on Patreon where we can get the ad-free extended version of every single episode. Anna's drinking water out of an Awala water bottle. Shout
glug,
out.
glug, glug.
I have almost the same color. And as well as bonus episodes every single Friday where I call back people from the show and I get their updates on their problems that they're solved. All the live episodes are on the Patreon. All the twists on the format episodes are on the Patreon. The 420 Bongcast is on the Patreon.
Oh, hell yeah.
So there's like over 100 bonus episodes already on there. If you want to go over and check that out.
Check that out.
But until then, Anna, are you ready to answer the call?
I'm so ready.
Let's do it. We all know February is the month of love. And if you're looking to keep your love alive, as well as maybe have a relaxing, giggly evening with your loved one, then you can elevate your passion using the natural power of hemp with Via. Via is trusted by over 500,000 happy customers, and it's well renowned for their award-winning THC and THC-free gummies, THCA flower, soothing topicals, and calming drops, all crafted with the highest quality hemp sourced from trusted, independently owned American farms. And the best part, Via legally ships to nearly all states in the United States in discreet packaging directly to your door with a worry-free guarantee, no medical card required. I like to relax at the end of a long day with a THC gummy, and I've tried Vias, and I gotta say, they're fantastic. I like to wind down from a long day. Sometimes I'll just take half a gummy, like before bed, and it kind of gets me into a giggly, excited mood, and I'll be watching TV or doing like creative stuff around my house. So unlock the power of nature with Via's organic and vegan hemp extracts, perfect for relaxation and rejuvenation. If you're 21 plus, check out the link to Via in our description and use the code PERFECTPERSON to receive 15% off. And if you're new to Via, get a free gift of your choice. After you purchase, they ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. This month of love, elevate your love life with Via.
Men, if you've lost your hair, it doesn't mean you can't find it again. Try Hims Hair Loss Solutions and you'll be joining hundreds of thousands of subscribers who have found their hair again. Let me just tell you, a few years ago, I noticed my hairline was walking it back, and I was really worried about it, and also kind of like ashamed. There's a weird pressure that people put on, this type of thing. And I also was curious about Hims, so I started working on it, I started trying it out, and I gotta say, my hairline stopped the walk back, strengthened downwards, and now I don't worry about it. And I take a milligram of finasteride from Hims every single day. I find that's the best thing for me. Hims provides you with convenient and quality access to a range of hair loss treatments that work, all from the comfort of your couch. Hims makes treating hair loss simple with doctor-trusted options and clinically proven ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil that can regrow hair in as little as 3 to 6 months. The process is simple and 100% online, so there are no uncomfortable doctor's visits. Answer a few questions and a medical provider will determine if treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your treatment is sent directly to you for free. Start your free online visit today at hims.com/perfectperson. That's HIMS.com/perfectperson for your personalized hair loss treatment options. hims.com/perfectperson. Results vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
Hey Miles, we need your perfect person expertise to find a drummer. Yeah, we're trying to find a drummer. You set up flyers. It has failed us many times. Yeah, many times. Please help us. Please help us. We need a drummer. We need to find a drummer. Please help us. From a perfect person to a perfect band, hopefully.
We need to help them find a drummer.
Wait. Consider the job done.
Yeah.
I take drum lessons.
Let's go. You take drum lessons?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I had a drum set as a kid, and I then got rid of the drum set, and now I wish I still had it. And I love drums.
Your parents are awesome. Now I have a question. Where was the drum set in your home? Basement? I was going to say, seems like a huge, getting your kid a drum set is we're going to live a different lifestyle
And
now.
I do feel like they got me a drum set, high energy kid. And then.
No way, really?
This was really fun.
Hey, thank you so much.
This was really fun, and thank you so much. And sorry, I want to hear my own voice. So
Here we go.
Yeah, high energy kid, and I had the drum set. Also had a piano, and I feel like my parents slowly were like, "What if we did more piano?
Maybe just a little more piano."
What if we went back to piano?
Well, we have got to call these people and find out what kind of drummer. And to me, it's also the killer is always the person you least suspect. They need somebody.
We're calling them right now.
Oh yeah, we're literally going to talk to them in a second. Uh-oh.
Let's go.
Hello?
Hello!
Hi!
You called perfect person. I'm here to call you back. I am here with Anna Garcia.
Hey!
Anna, we're going to need to give this person a fake name so we can preserve their anonymity. Bark, bark.
Bark, bark. This person's name is going to be called Dog.
Dog. Okay. Hey, Dog. Are you still there?
Sorry, hold on. Hi.
Hello. Are you still there?
The other half that called is going to be here shortly.
Okay, wonderful. Okay,
Amazing.
The other half that called, because we know that you guys need help, and why don't you just tell us your name is going to be Dog, and what is the other half's name? Anna.
Cat.
Cat, wonderful. Okay, so Dog and Cat. Now tell me about your band, and tell me what you're looking for.
We are siblings, and I play
Huge.
guitar, and I sing, and she plays bass. Kat plays bass. And we have tried to find a drummer and failed spectacularly.
I
Because
see.
they seem to be in short stock.
I see. Yeah, the drummers are kind of hard to find.
Yeah.
I will say that because you need to have the equipment, you need to have the right
Yeah.
attitude.
Yeah.
How old are you and Kat?
Nearly 20, both of us.
Nearly 20, both of you. Okay. Got it. Perfect. So
And you don't have any other siblings?
No.
does
Damn.
dad or mom? Are we talking?
Family band.
Family band. Like I like the sibling vibe that we have going on here.
I mean, my dad was in a band, but
Well.
he's over that lifestyle.
He could, now I do have a hunch that he could come out of retirement.
I do have a hunch as well.
I have a hunch, but I do also think, what type of music do you play? Like, what is the vibe of the band? And then we'll go from there.
Think like rock, Queens of the Stone Age sort of
Fantastic.
Soundgarden
Hell yeah.
vibes.
Okay, cool. Now, are you guys, in your community, have you done any shows? Is there any buzz? Like, can we use this around,
Right.
can we use this around your town?
Yeah.
to kind of be like hold auditions. Because let's be honest, if there's an audition and it's a competition and people feel like, oh, I want to be a part of something, then they're going to want to try.
Yeah, the American
harder.
Idol effect.
Exactly right. Aiken.
We haven't really gotten. Okay, we're in a very secluded part of where we live,
Mm-hmm.
so
The woods.
no shows.
Gotcha.
But we have tried to get into the community by putting flyers at our local skate shop. There was a punk festival sort of thing that we also put flyers at, and also a local bar. I asked if we could put a flyer up, and we
That's
did.
sick.
That is really sick.
That's rad.
Okay, so I think you've been doing all the right things.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say is like drummers, you may have to find them in their element. Go to the local jazz store. And then it's like, what? The drummer and the Whiplash drummer?
Wait, yeah,
You
like
know?
the movie Once.
Like the
Discover them in a music shop.
Exactly
Have
right.
you maybe need to hang around a guitar center.
Falling.
Oh,
What's
I
that
think-
song?
I have
Falling.
been skulking, trust me.
You've been skulking?
You've been skulking.
Thank you for
around.
using
Yeah.
that word.
Yeah, I think that's really a good one. But I think that like to me, if I'm trying to find a dumber.
A dummer?
If I'm trying to find a stupid person.
If I'm trying to find a dumber, dumber, I hardly know her. But I do think, but I think what we're gonna want to do here is do a show to generate buzz. And then also I think you got to hold auditions. If you just say we need a drummer, people are not going to be interested in that. But if you say you could be our drummer, we're a sick up and coming band that plays Queens of the Stone Age ass music.
Yeah.
Right? We're looking for someone with the
Oh my
following
God, Kat
qualities.
is here, the other half.
I have a question. Kitty.
Kitty.
Wait, I have a question. Have we utilized sort of the social media aspect of it all? Of
TikTok.
like, hey, the TikTok?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, because I feel like people go absolutely feral for a TikTok competition.
They do.
Every time I see someone's like, I'm looking for a blah, there's like 8,000 videos being like, submitting to the blah, 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 blah. And so I'm like, you could be like, we're a dope ass band and
Yeah.
we're looking for a drummer in this area.
Yeah, I like that.
And that could work. Though I do have a follow up. Do you think people are intimidated because they're not related to you? And it's like they're walking into a family dynamic.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't
that's a good question.
I don't think we put on the flyer that we're siblings.
No, that's the other thing. We
Oh.
don't advertise ourselves as a little family duo.
Is there a photo of you guys on the flyer? Is there a photo
No.
of you?
No.
Okay, so there should
photo.
be.
There should be a photo.
There should be definitely a photo.
Otherwise,
did, like-
otherwise
we did,
people are going to
like,
think you're. Oh, go ahead.
My sister and I sat down and we went into like Photoshop and we cropped a bunch of images of drummers and like put them together to make this weird collage.
Frankenstein.
Like this Frankenstein drummer.
Okay,
So-
that honestly sounds fire.
I do think that sounds fire, but I want in the center of it to be you two, like you're given like a medal, like, you know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna, if I see a flyer for a drummer, it's like, oh, generic drummer, like generic photos, like whatever. Like, I want to see your whole vibe. And what is your band's name?
We've been trying to figure it out.
Wait, see, but here's the thing. I actually think it's sweet that you haven't figured it out yet because you can have the drummer do it with you, and that's a huge bullet point.
that's
That's
what we
a
wanted.
huge bullet point of
Yeah.
like you get to help pick the band name.
Yeah, that is huge, actually.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know,
Have you
We're
guys
already
been-
sort of like, we do kind of like, you bring up a good point of we are siblings, so we don't want the drummer to feel left out. So we were like, we all pick the band name.
Yeah, we all picked the band.
Yeah, I love that.
that's so sweet.
Have you considered your parents maybe having another child?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, you have to wait a little bit before they can learn drums.
Yeah. If you're good with like a long commitment.
Yeah, and I will say in the meantime, like this is a classic thing in shows where it's like you use like a drum machine, like you press the button.
Yes.
It's like,
Yeah.
Thank you.
dunk, like
Thank
I think
you. I was trying to convince her forever to use a drum machine. She was like, but it's not authentic.
no,
Okay, can I be honest? It's
Yeah.
not authentic.
it's not.
Kat is right, but it'll do in the meantime. And you got to start getting your name out there.
Yeah, you got to start doing. And by the way, I would say like you're saying there's no shows. Make your own show. Go to the bars and be like, can we play a set, like whatever? Because I also think that with any band, you're going to learn a lot from doing a show. It's kind of like that's true with improv too. It's like you can practice improv so much, but you're going to learn way more from performing,
Yeah.
on stage and getting feedback and stuff. So you have to get out there, make a name for yourself, and update the flyer with you guys in cool outfits.
Yeah.
And it's like we represent rock.
And how much comedy are we using in the poster looking for a drummer?
Yeah, this is good.
Because I have a feeling that you both are funny. So I want to know sort of like, is there a joke
thank
on
you.
there?
Thank you.
I want to, and you're
We are
welcome.
hilarious. Okay, so sort of zero comedy, but do
No.
you think that would draw in
I think it
drummers?
would draw.
I think you have to be like, I think it has to be a really charming little ad.
I agree.
Otherwise, it's like, who are these people that are taking it so seriously? Like, you need to be like, because you guys sound fun. And I think you should be like looking for like a sick ass, cool ass friend to play drums in our family band.
Hell yeah.
Must be sweet, nice, cute, funny, good at drums.
Yeah, definitely. And no good band names.
And
no good band names, so that way we can work together on that part.
Yeah.
I'll also say, are you near a university?
Again, super secluded.
Super secluded. Okay, I was gonna say if there's
I have so many questions, but I'm not gonna ask.
We're like 40 minutes away.
40 minutes from the university.
Or 4 hours.
Where the hell?
Big gap.
Sorry.
One major city is 4 hours away. No, it's not. That's like an hour. No.
The cat and dog are fighting.
Cat and dog are fighting.
Hey!
I think that if there's a university or any place where like people that are your age that might be into music, a music store, whatever, I think put the flyers there. I think that's all really good. And also I think it's got to be holding auditions, because if you hold auditions,
you really think auditions
I
are
just
it.
think that way someone's going to be like, yeah, like I'll go to the audition like for the drum thing. And then that way they're trying to prove themselves. That's like, they need you. You don't need them.
I only think the auditions will work if you get a buzz around it, and I think the way of doing that is TikTok.
Agreed. I think TikTok is always a powerful tool, and it may be gone by the time this. It's such a powerful tool. It's like a fucking screwdriver. Thank you so much for calling in. I really appreciate it, and I definitely am going to need an update if you find this.
Yes,
drummer.
please, you guys.
Oh my gosh, please. We'll absolutely
Please.
call them up.
And
Can I just say,
I can
by
always
the way,
do it.
everybody says this, but the sound effect coming through the phone is just as jarring as everybody else says.
Thank you so much for saying that. And I hope you have an amazing band practice. Best of luck.
Guys.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for calling.
Bye.
Literally love you.
Love you.
Bye.
They were adorable.
That I'm obsessed with them.
They were so cute. They were like, yeah, we like.
They are. That was the most endearing possible phone call.
I loved it.
am obsessed with them, and I love a sibling wanting to be band duo.
I know, it's really cute.
I think it's going to happen for them. I really do.
I think so too. I do have I'm like, do you live in Antarctica? Like, we live days from the university.
4 hours from other humans. I'm like, where on a map?
Where the hell could you
on
possibly
an
live?
island?
Yeah, it really was
They said
concerning. Secluded. I'm like, in the forest?
Yeah, I'm like, so you're surrounded, perhaps.
You're surrounded by the forest. It's like Yellow Jackets. They're in the middle of fucking.
It's the girls from Yellow Jackets.
Uh-oh.
Someone's hungry.
Spoilers.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Okay, spoiler alert. Well, Anna, we have to get to another call because these people are suffering.
And we have to help the suffering.
Hey, Miles. I work at a bakery, and my boss told me that I don't have a spark. When I work, can you help me find a spark?
I feel really passionate about this one.
I feel really passionate about this one as well. I would be so livid if somebody told me I didn't have a spark. I would maybe burn down the bakery.
I would be inconsolable for months. I would not be okay.
I would not be, because I'm like, how can you not see that I have spark coming out of my bass?
Also, of course, every person has a spark. Are you making an environment conducive for me to have a spark?
Yeah, it's kind of like on you to make sure that there is a spark here. Make sure they can do, the science is right.
And also, it's like every person is different.
We have to find more details, but I'm mad about this.
I'm really upset.
And maybe we call her boss.
Yeah, let's call her boss.
Hello?
Hello! You called perfect person, and I'm here to call you back. I am here with Anna Garcia, and we are here to help you get your spark back.
Oh my God. This is crazy.
How's it going? Anna, can I have a fake name for this person, please?
I'm going to call you Croissant.
Croissant, absolutely.
Oh, that's perfect.
Croissant. Why don't you tell me about your jobby and tell me about your boss?
So I work at a classic Italian style bakery, but I'm a barista.
Oh.
And there are very few employees. I'm one of 3 employees.
Not enough for a full operating bakery.
No, how could you possibly have enough?
Oh, it sucks. But I was hired to basically like replace the owner as the barista, and she's very strict. So she sat me down, I think maybe 2 weeks ago, and said, I just don't think you have a spark when you do this. And I don't know what that means, really.
Oh.
I have so many thoughts on this. It's crazy.
I have a ton. Hit it, Anna, please.
Okay. So first of all, you are taking over you're stepping into impossible shoes to fill.
100%.
The owner, you'll of course never live up to the owner. It's their fucking place. If you're taking over the role of the owner, they're never going to see anyone as enough ever. Period. The other thing is that it does not sound like a conducive environment for you to have a spark because who's going to cover your shift? One of two other people? Like, it feels like hard times. Like, are you just is there any leniency at that job?
Yeah.
Not really. And I don't get days off. We're closed 2 days a week, so I get those 2 days off.
That's good.
But any other time, it's a no. And I've only worked here for like 4 months, maybe.
Oh, brief. And she's telling you. So in the spark conversation, how did you respond? And what did she clarify?
Okay, so she's also very European, so she's very strict. I said that to her like when I first started working, and she took it as an insult. But she is from Europe, so I don't know what that means.
She's like, how dare you call me what I am?
Anytime she tells me like criticism, I just nod because anything I say back, she's just like, well, no.
Is she Italian?
No, she's Macedonian.
Oh, okay.
Macedonian.
Cool.
I don't know anything about Macedonia.
Neither do I.
But okay, got it. So she said you didn't have a spark, and did she give you tips and pointers on how to have a spark? And then I'm gonna annihilate this woman.
Yeah, we're gonna kill her.
We're gonna kill her.
She gave me no pointers because I did not want to ask for them.
No, and that's right, and that's
fair.
correct.
Totally fair.
Yeah.
I am thinking that what she means now. I think that first of all, you do have a dazzle. I think that you have quite the dazzle, croissant.
I agree.
I think you're dazzling through the phone right now, and I can feel the sparkle, and I can feel it. I'm imagining that what she means, are you customer facing? Like, do customers take orders from you?
Sometimes I'm like standing at the espresso machine, and there's like one of the other employees. She's the one who does the orders, but she wants me to like have full on conversations with people a lot.
Okay.
And I'm just like, I'm trying to remember like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that.
Yeah.
So I find it super hard. Like I have some regular customers that I'm like super cool with, but it's super hard to just be like, hi, how are you, to every single person you see, especially when it's like crazy busy.
Totally.
I have a thought on that. And I think I assume this is not like a salaried job. Like it's hourly. And is this your passion?
I've left it and come back to it multiple times. Like I started at Starbucks like everyone, but I've worked in a bunch of coffee shops.
Yeah.
And I'm in a new city, and I just was like, you know what? I'm tired of working from home, so let me go back to being a barista. And so it's not my passion, but it is something I like to do.
That's good. Okay, because I think it's good to have a job that you like to do, but I do think jobs that are I don't know if it's minimum wage or not, but it's, a non-salaried job, and it's especially a service job. I think people have way too high of expectations on service workers.
Yes, certainly.
And I think your boss is being a cunt about this. I'm like, if your job is to work a machine, the machine, like I'm sort of defending your behavior where it's like, if you're doing your job correctly and you're making the drinks correctly, that's your job.
Totally.
Like that's your job.
For sure. And I think also, like, to me, it's like customer, you don't have did she say sparkle or spark? This is really important.
It's spark.
And spark is devastating.
And spark is devastating because to me, it's like you don't have the sparkle and you're like, yeah, I'm tired. It's the morning. Whatever.
But a spark is like, you think I'm dead?
I'm dead? You think I'm like, I don't have the spark of life in me. Right. And I think like also like, you've been put in an impossible position. I heard something that was like, owners of companies cannot expect employees to work as hard as they do because why would they? Right? Of course, why would you?
Maybe
right?
if you paid me the same that you were making.
Exactly correct. Right. Like you can't expect that this person is going, like that anybody that works under you is going to work as hard as you because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I think that what you should do to give it that dazzle, to give it that razzle, fun shoes. Okay.
Fun shoes?
To me, a spark.
This is not right.
This is right. This is perfect.
This is not right.
A fun shoe could make her be like, uh-oh, that's fun.
I'm saying to you that this is not right, but you want to know the first thing that came into my head?
What?
Dye your hair.
That, by the way, is also really good. To me, it's like, whoa. I will say, people that have dyed hair, they get away with having under-spark mentality. They're not sparkling hard enough. If you have...
Right, because
it's like, it's right there. I also say, but like a colorful eyeshadow or like a fun earring. Like, it's like, there's the spark.
Oh, you know what? You nailed it. A fun earring is enough.
And it could be a baguette.
And it could be a croissant, but
Ooh.
here's the thing: a fun earring does the work for you.
Yeah, I agree.
Because people are prone to comment on them, especially if it's a real life item like a fucking bowl of ramen or something.
Yeah.
People are like, "Oh my god, your earring! It's a bowl of ramen," and I feel like that not only gets the convo started for you, so you don't have to feel the burden of constantly starting conversations with people while you're operating heavy machinery.
Agreed.
But I feel like, I feel like it shows like. I feel like people who wear those earrings are like, I'm a fun person. And I feel like it sort of does some heavy lifting there.
I totally agree. And honestly, it's like we all know the manic pixie dream girl is a problematic trope, but I think by having a sort of bowl of ramen little earring, you're allowed to have a dazzle without doing anything.
Yes,
right?
I think so.
You can get away with a little of behavior by being like, I'm working the machine. But then it's like, okay, the same person, it's like, okay, normal is just that you're dressed normal, like you should be appropriate for work. Here's your drink. Here's your Americano. Do the same thing, but you have a crazy earring. People are going to go, oh my God.
Yeah.
What a cool barista.
But I do have to wonder why she's saying the spark thing. It's like, obviously customers, I doubt, have said anything about
Never.
you. It's only from her perspective.
Yeah.
So I think what owners want to see is that you, quote unquote, care about the job, which is like, I'm not going to care about it as much as you. Again, it's your place. So I think even wearing a themed earring, like a little coffee or whatever, like just to indicate to the owner that you're like, I do care. Which again is tough because we're sort of bending under capitalism's
For sure.
hand. But I do think that would help, is just indicating to this lady.
Yeah, and I also say I think that she's sort of projecting because I think she's lost her spark.
Yes, and you know what? Well, you can actually probably ignore everything we've said because she's 100% projecting and is worried about herself.
And also maybe if you want to help her find a spark,
buy her earrings.
You can buy her a little coffee earring. I will say if you get her a little gift, she'll forgive everything.
Literally all you have to do is like write her a card and she'll weep. I'm sure. Yeah, crumble like a croissant.
How's that feel, croissant?
Are you feeling better?
Are you feeling better about it?
Yes. And actually what's crazy is her birthday was on Thursday and I like 2-3 days ago. And I made her a beanie. I crocheted her a beanie and she was like,
my God.
Whoa.
How dare I bet she feels so bad for saying that to you because obviously you have the whimsy of 1,000 unicorns and I am enchanted by you crocheting your boss a beanie.
I love this idea and I think that you're did the totally right thing.
Yeah.
Now she's going to be like, oh my God, beanie. She's wearing the beanie at work.
Yeah, she's wearing the beanie at work. She's going to see you as a craftsman.
Of course.
And she'll know that you care about her as a person, which is honestly probably what she's just looking for is love.
And she really is. I mean, if you tell someone that they don't have a spark, that's such
You're the loneliest person in the world.
100%.
Yeah.
You want love and you're not receiving it.
Yeah.
Is she looking for love? Maybe you could find a partner for her.
Okay, now we're doing too much.
Sorry.
You're not responsible for that.
You're not responsible for it.
That.
I just might help your situation. But
it's fine. Her partner is the baker, so that's not needed.
Oh, she's banging the baker. Okay.
I wish.
Well, thank you so much for calling in. Do you have any advice for the audience before we let you go?
Do the job that you love.
Yeah.
Do the job that you love. I agree. I think that's wonderful.
Thank you so much for sharing. And I think it's really incredible that you, despite having had that happen to you, crocheted your boss a beanie. I think that's actually so wonderful.
That is smart. It's not only smart politics. It's like you, through gritted teeth, did something that will help your situation, even though it sucks to give a mean person a beanie.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you for calling in. And I hope you have a wonderful day.
Yeah. Thanks. You guys too.
Bye, Chris.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Okay, I feel like that one went well.
I think that's well. There's another moth.
Disgusting.
It felt like you were going to eat it.
I wanted to.
It felt like you were a frog and you saw it and you were like, like your tongue was going to like Yoshi.
I really wish I could.
And pull it back in.
I wish I could be a bug sometimes.
What bug would you be if you could be a bug?
I think being an ant would be amazing.
I would probably be, you're part of a community. That's part of
which is all I'm really looking for.
Ultimately.
And you can carry so much heavier than you.
That is really a cool thing. Yeah.
But I think the vibe of being an ant, have you seen when they pour metal into ant hills?
They kill them all. Sorry, they murder them all.
And that's why I want to be one.
That's why I want to be one.
No, they pull it out and it's like the most elaborate.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is that labyrinth? What is it like? Like,
I know. I guess I just would feel like I'm just another ant in the colony.
But also, remember when A Bug's Life happened and Ants happened within the same year, and it was just sort of like bug time.
Yeah.
And I thought it was like, an ant is so cool because the world is so big. Like, remember when an ant?
I agree. It was so
Like,
cool.
remember
Ants was a little too scary.
Yeah, ants was
scary.
scary.
It was a little scary.
But Bug's Life, I wish Pixar would go back to what Bug's Life did. The anti-capitalism
I mean, it was great.
of it all.
I feel like a lot of those
gorgeous.
early Pixars are kind of like anti-cap. Wally's sort of anti-capitalist.
They all had, at least they had said stuff, and now it's just like, I'm fire and I'm water.
When you think about an incredible business, you're thinking about the awesome products that they have, obviously. But the business behind the business that you're overlooking is the business that makes selling simple. And for millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify. It's home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And if you got a business idea and you're like, I want to sell something, then you obviously need to be checking out Shopify because they're the most trusted in the freaking business. If you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. On the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between, my friends. As a business mogul, I obviously use the most trusted tools for my business. That's true when it comes to accounting, that's true when it comes to payroll, and when it comes to selling, Shopify is just the most trusted. So if you're selling something, check them out, baby. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Heinz uses. Yeah. Ketchup and mustard for sale. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/perfectperson, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/perfectperson to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/perfectperson. Ever feel like managing your business finances is a full-time job on top of your full-time job? Well, I certainly do. I'm also the type of business owner that wants to make sure that I'm not accidentally not checking a box, and that unchecked box will cause the downfall of my entire life. Luckily, there are fantastic tools like Found to help you with the nitty-gritty when it comes to cash. Found lets you effortlessly track expenses, manage invoices, and prepare for taxes. You can even set money aside for different business goals and control spending with different virtual cards. They also have a fantastic tool that gives you your estimated tax bill, which I really like to keep track of because I often worry I'm gonna be hit with something that I can't even fathom at the end of the year. So having a little number to be like, okay, I feel like I'm on track, I'm planning correctly, that really helps. And by the way, other small businesses are loving Found too. This Found user said, Found is gonna save me so much headache, it makes everything so much easier, expenses, income, profits, taxes, invoice even. And Found has 30,000 5-star reviews just like this. Open a Found account for free at found.com/perfectperson. Found is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services are provided by Piermont Bank, a member FDIC. Don't put this one off. Join thousands of small business owners who have streamlined their finances with Found. So if you've got a small business or even a big business, I highly recommend that you check them out.
Hey, Miles. I was calling because this woman owes me money for a horse, and it's her horse, and I'm wondering if I would be in the right to steal the horse. Call me back.
It sounds like she did steal the horse. Sorry, it sounded like she did steal the horse. Am I in the right for stealing the horse? Did she say that at the end? I think she did. She said, I want to know if I'm in the right. Let me play that back. Play that back.
Play that one more time from the top.
Be in the right to steal the horse.
To steal the horse. Am I in the right to steal the horse?
Call them fucking back right now.
Okay, we need some more details.
What do you mean? It's
Whatever
her
do you
horse.
mean? Do you think it was one of those hoof cleaning TikToks? Do you see those?
No.
They're like, this cow had the biggest abscess I'd ever seen.
I bet I would absolutely saliva.
And it's like, oh, and they're like picking at a cow's hoof. Hello?
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 Hello, you called Perfect Person and I'm here to call you back. I'm here with Anna Garcia, and we are so excited to tell you about your stolen bag.
This is going on for so long.
Sorry. We are so excited to help you with your problem.
I thought that I was waiting on someone to call me back from Facebook Marketplace. And I thought you were him, and I was like, why is she being so weird?
Why does that person have a full studio audience?
Yeah,
sound
what the
effect?
hell is going on? Anna, can I have a fake name for this person?
Your name is gonna be Francesca.
Francesca, why don't you tell me what that thing do?
So basically, I got this horse from a girl because that's my job. I'm a horse trainer.
Okay.
And the day that she drops it off, she's like, oh, by the way, this horse has something wrong with its neck, and it doesn't always act up, but when it does, the horse will like try to kill you. And
sorry, I just have you right there. She sold you a horse, and she was like, "Sorry, the horse is broken. It's gonna kill you. It's gonna try to murder you."
yeah,
That's insane.
yeah.
That's so.
And like we
Keep
talked
going.
for like 2 weeks before she dropped it off, and like she never mentioned it. Like day of, like
Yeah.
she was like, by the way, like this thing will try to kill you, maybe.
What the shit?
And I
She
was
tried
like,
to pull a fast one
great.
on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the horse did not try to kill me for about 2 weeks.
Oh.
And
2
this
weeks
was in,
seems to be the mark.
early
Yeah.
September.
Mm-hmm.
And then it did.
The horse.
And so I was like, she tried to kill me. So I'm like, I call her and I was like, hey, like it tried to kill me, like, because she told me she would like pay to have its neck fixed or something.
She would pay to have
It's a
its
long
snap.
story.
Wait, no, this is not a long story. In fact, I feel we've skipped over pertinent details about a lot of it. You're like, sorry, this is a long story. The horse, how did the horse try to kill you? And what is wrong with this? You're like,
I actually have 1,000 questions.
yes, sorry, not long at all. Very short story.
Please continue.
Continue. So,
But, okay, I just like also need to tell you, we're like not even in the issue yet. But I'll get going.
Fantastic.
okay.
Anyway, okay, so yeah, I'm like basically like leading the horse into the barn one day, and it like freaks out, and I'm like, okay, like this is not good. And
Yeah.
so she had like told me like, hey, if it starts like try to kill you, like call me and I'll pay to have its neck fixed. So I was like, okay, great.
Okay.
Could she have done that before?
Yeah.
I call her and she's like, great, I'll get it fixed. And I never hear back from her, and I text her like several times because I'm like having to pay
Yeah.
to keep this thing alive.
Yeah.
Oof.
For several months. I finally, in November, I was like, you have to come get this thing, because you still had like not gotten a vet out. So this is like the stupidest thing ever, but she had like still not gotten a vet out. And I was like putting a lot of money into this like horse that was sitting there, and I couldn't pay for that anymore.
Yeah.
Totally. Okay.
And so she's like, okay, I'm not going to move it. I'll just pay you for like everything that the horse needs. And so I was like, that's fine. And then she texted me in the middle, like beginning of January. And she was like, hey, like next week, the horse is going to Florida.
What? Okay. Sorry.
Disney.
Is he going to Disney?
Sorry,
Sorry, the horse is going to Disney? What the hell? And you're like,
yeah, the horse is going to Disney World.
You're like,
and
where's
I
my
was
invite?
like,
Right? Like the horse gets to go and I don't get to go ride Mickey.
Wait, okay, so the horse is being transported.
Why is the horse?
Why?
Are you training the horse? Is the horse
Yeah.
with you so you can train it and then give the horse back?
no. So the horse was with me because I was going to like lease it out to someone and like make some money on it. And I told her that like that was my plan, but like I can't like morally lease out a horse that tries to kill people to other people. You know?
I'm so sorry if this sounds ignorant, but what is a horse lease and why would someone do it? Why would you lease? Can you lease to own?
And what wrong
Zero
with its
money.
neck?
Yeah, it was. with this
You
neck.
can lease to own actually, but
It's a vehicle. It's a vehicle in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So it's 0% APR.
I have a car rental service from like the 1800s.
Right, but it's horses.
Essentially.
Yeah, okay. I see.
Okay,
So-
okay.
and so
Wait.
she's saying to
Okay,
you,
so they're renting it out for transportation. Is that correct?
Sure, yeah.
I think to jaunt around and to sort of lollygag
okay.
on a horse and to feel the feeling of how it was in the old
Yeah,
days.
yeah,
Heard.
Yeah.
Continue.
So this horse is at your place and you're going to lease the horse. And she's basically like, you can have the horse did you pay for the horse initially? You bought the horse.
I didn't pay for the horse at all.
She just gave the horse to you.
She gave it to me. And then the day she gave it to me, she was like, okay, but here's the thing.
I
This
see.
is also very confusing.
Yeah.
She like didn't really give it to me. Like she still kind of wanted like ownership of it, which was whatever. I don't care. Like I was going to I wasn't going to have to give her any of the money that I made on it. So I was
Okay.
fine with that.
I see. Okay.
So she basically texted me out of the blue and was like, yeah, this horse is going to Disney World. So I was like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
exactly.
Right, really, for
So-
real. For real.
But I was fine because I really just wanted to like not have to deal with this woman anymore because
Right. That's
I've been
amazing.
blowing up her phone trying to get her to like respond to text and she wouldn't respond.
Right.
Yeah.
And the day comes that the horse is supposed to go to Florida and like nothing happens. Like she doesn't come and get the horse. I don't hear anything from her. Like that just never happened.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And I'm so done with her at this point. So I finally am like, hey, like she has to be gone like by the end of February. Like you have to get this thing out of here.
Yeah.
And so I'm like blowing up her phone again, being like, hey, can you like let me know when you schedule like shipping for this horse to like go to Florida?
Mhm.
Yeah, ship
And,
this
like,
horse.
Yeah, let me know when you find a box and we'll pack it up and send it to Florida. But she's like, she'll just like my message and
No.
then not respond.
Oh,
That's the greatest disservice.
Yeah.
So rude.
No response. I hate it. I mean, are you calling her? Because I'd be like calling her and being like,
Yeah.
hey, get your horse the fuck out of my barn.
Yeah.
Maybe
babe.
I should call her, but she like I don't think she'd answer the phone.
Okay, so here's my thing. Here's
Yeah.
what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
You're gonna call her,
Mhm.
and you are going to call her a handful of times
Yep.
and try to get it sorted. If that does not work, you are going to threaten legal action.
Yeah.
It does not matter if you have it backed up or not.
No, it'll
you
threaten.
but you are 100% going to threaten it because that bitch will respond.
Oh, yeah.
And then you
And
should.
like the thing is like I actually called and I set up shipping for her for the horse, and I texted
What?
her and I was like, hey, is this like I found a shipper.
Yeah.
Can you like does that work for you? And she was like, yes. And so then I was like, great. And also like, here's the money that you owe me for like taking care of the horse
Yes.
for like the
Yeah.
last month.
Yeah.
And that's when she was like, what the fuck? Like I, like if you, she basically was like, well, the horse was supposed to leave a month ago. And so I shouldn't have to like pay you because it was
No.
supposed to leave.
No.
No.
It never did.
I hate
Yeah.
people like this.
So now we're at the point where you have the horse and you're holding the horse hostage in some way. And she owes you all this,
Somewhat.
she owes you all this cash.
But here's my question about Florida. Why does she need the
I
horse?
have no idea where the horse is going.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even sure that's a real thing at
no,
this point.
it feels like a lemon.
I'm not either. And like I've set up the shipping, and I will not be surprised if it's like what happened in January, where like
Yes,
nothing-
100%.
Yeah. I would even say you need to first of all keep an itemized list of all this the money the woman
Yeah.
owes you, because this feels like it's going to go to illegal territory. Because like, how much money are you out?
Right now, she owes the shipper $450, and she owes me $420 from when the horse was supposed to leave until
Oh my
now.
God.
Okay, I got an action plan for you.
Yeah, me too.
This is called #big business, because we're about to extort this woman.
Yeah.
I have no patience for people taking advantage of other people, and we're gonna set this
No,
plan.
and this is like also what's scary is that like she's like an adult woman.
Yes.
Like she's like probably
the
in her
worst.
40s, and
Yeah.
I'm 24.
Yeah.
And that like makes it worse because I feel like she's like whatever.
Anna, hit me with your business plan, and I'll give
Okay.
you mine.
So here's the thing. Like, this woman is clearly taking advantage of you, and her actions are her own doing. She has brought the consequences upon herself by being a bad communicator, by taking advantage of your labor and time.
Mhm.
And so she has brought this upon herself.
Yeah.
You all the facts are there. You have all of the times you've tried to reach out to her. It's all there. You have the evidence. You're going to compile all that shit. You're going to say, hey, I've been trying to reach out to you. You owe me money. This is when you said the horse is going to get picked up. I'm not getting any clear responses or answers from you. And and you owe me like a significant amount of money. If you do not pay me and get this horse removed by the end of the month, I am going to take legal action.
Yes.
And then I also think it's possible to sign, like, give her paperwork or a contract
Yeah.
saying that she's going to do that. Like, obviously, it would have been a dream if the contract would have been signed in the beginning. But was there any contract involved or no?
No.
No, that's totally fine. I think moving forward, you are going to leverage her actions against her. You're going to threaten legal action, and then if And if she doesn't, because there's a good chance she's going to go dark.
Yeah.
This person sounds like a shitbag, bad person.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to get this horse off your hands.
Well,
You're going to wipe your hands clean of this horse.
How can you steal a horse? Can you, what if, okay.
Would you want to keep the horse or would you?
Yeah. Do you want to get this horse out of there?
At this point, I just want it gone. I don't want to pay for it. It's
right.
It's unusable to me. And it sounds really horrible to be oh, I can't use this animal. So it has to go. But
you're running a business where you deal with other horses.
And this woman lied to you. She lied to you about the state of the horse.
That's right. She lied.
She did lie to me about the state of the horse. And, so yeah, at this point, it's this is my full-time job, and so I can't
You run a business, right? Yeah, you can't imagine if I drop my dog off at a dog daycare and then I just left for 4 months.
Yeah,
right.
Here's the thing. It's so telling that she lied to you about this horse. We now know she is not a trustworthy person.
Yes.
She showed her character from the get-go. And so that is what we know that we're working with moving forward.
Yes.
So we cannot be giving her the benefit of the doubt anymore, and you have to sort of hit it head on.
I think that's totally right. And I'll say, I think your advice was flawless. My hunch is that if the only cream on top, Sorry.
Cream on top, baby.
Cream on top.
We're creaming
got
on
a cream on top.
Baby, or the whipped cream.
Okay, so what you're going to do is send her, you have her email address, send her a PayPal request for the amount of money you owe, and an email that says, hello, whatever, client, we have tried to reach out to you on this date, list it all out, whatever, and then just be you owe us this amount of money. Until this balance is settled, we will not be shipping your fucking horse. Don't say fucking.
Well, and I thought about doing that. The issue is, I think she'd be more than happy to just leave it here and not pay me.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't think she cares about the horse getting shipped.
No, she doesn't. I think that she'd be okay, you keep it and you can pay all of its bills.
So that's why I think you need to say, you need to pay me legal action. And then when it comes to the horse, it's unfortunate, but she's obviously not going to move that horse for you. We cannot rely on her.
Move that horse.
Move that. So it is completely up to you with what to do with the horse, but you just need to wipe your hands clean of it, and you need to get your money from her.
Yeah, get that cash.
Because we can't rely on her to take the horse, to do anything.
No,
all we need is the money.
And I've been so nice in my text too, because
I'm sure you have. Totally.
Yeah, I think you need to because she is a nasty
she's nasty
person,
yeah.
And I think you need to lead a horse to water a little bit. Okay.
Practice little sound effect.
A little sound effect, horse.
Yep.
And I think you got to lead a horse to water. But I agree that I think that the threat of you don't have to have a lawyer, you don't have to whatever, but the threat of we'll have to pursue legal action.
Yeah, it should be enough.
That should be enough because no one wants to waste their time in small claims court. I think it's got to be the bill, and you got to wash your hands of this, right?
It's taking up too much of your time and energy, and that's just not fair. She just is fully taking advantage of you. So it's as quick as possible, get this fucking away from you.
It's also hard because I'm a trainer for someone else's barn, and so first of all I have people that I have to pay, but also I'm a trainer for someone else's barn, and we basically we guide hunts on horses, and so she comes and hunts with us a lot. So I do have to see her. She doesn't work with me, but she pays to come to these hunts.
Oh, that's so
lady's there?
awkward, dude.
See her at work a lot.
No,
it's also just so awkward if I have to which I don't mind it being awkward because it's not as if she's someone I really talk to a lot anyway. So if I have to threaten to sue her and then see her at work, then I have to.
Do the people that you're working, do the people that also operate this barn know the situation that's going on?
Yes.
Well, they need to help you and sort of be on your back and look out for you, because if she's going to continue using, they should get involved. You should get more people involved. So it's not just because she'll make you feel crazy.
Yeah.
And so it's the more people you can get to be to speak up on your behalf, I think would be so helpful.
I think so too. Yeah, 100%. I think you rely on your community to be this person's being a jerk.
Yeah.
And then also if you see her around, it's her problem. She's being weird.
Yeah.
You don't have to be weird about it. You can just be hey, you don't have to say anything.
Yeah,
and honestly, it's better in writing.
I've been so sweet. I've been such a sweet little angel.
I know you have.
This entire time, and she's the one that's been horrible, and she knows she is. That's the part that gets on my nerves. So just It's not like she's forgetting to text me back. She's like,
Yep.
purposefully not.
100%.
So
100%.
it's fine.
Okay.
I would say get the people that you work with to ideally say something to her or get on your side. And then here's the thing. You just have to keep telling yourself that you are in the right.
Yeah.
I know it's going to feel so shitty and crazy, but this person is being bad and being mean to you. And you just have to like pull up your fucking bootstraps and you have to stand up for yourself.
That's right. Stand up for yourself and against tyranny.
Exactly.
It's exactly. Thank you so much for calling us. And please give us an update if you've got one for the Patreon show. That'd be wonderful.
Wait, please. I need to know. I hope everything goes okay. And I really
know.
hope that you get the fair treatment you deserve.
Yeah, we're rooting for you. Thank you for calling in, and I hope you have an amazing night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Wow.
Okay, that was wild. I didn't know that a horse could murder.
We did not get enough information about how the horse
She was like,
tried to
the
kill.
horse freaked out. He was trying to murder me.
And then the neck?
I know.
I'm picturing a horse whose neck is like this.
I know. I was like, it's like the hanged neck lady or
Yeah.
whatever
In Harry Potter.
Oh, Myrtle.
That's actually, nearly headless Nick.
Hey, Miles, my ex-boss, slash now best friend's girlfriend, is trying to stir up drama with me and just sent me a very problematic text. Could you please call back so I can navigate this? Thank you. Bye.
Sounded like they were underneath the floorboards. They were underneath the floorboards of the ex-boss's house.
Hey, Miles.
I need you to come and get me.
When they said, could you please help me? I was like, we need to help this person bad.
We really need to help them. Problematic text. Uh-oh.
I need the deets. I need the juice.
Okay, here we go. Give me that gas.
Give me that gas.
Give me a gas. Give me off a gas to that.
Goss. Ip.
Hello?
Hey,
Hello?
Sleepyhead. Hi. This is Perfect Person, and we tried to call you back, and we are here, and I'm here with Anna Garcia.
Hi, holy shit. I'm wearing my Perfect Person sweatshirt right now.
That's cute.
This is rocks.
Are you wearing your Anna Garcia thong?
That's right. Get your AG
I might as well be.
That's right.
What I'm talking about.
Custom thong. Thank you so much for giving us a call. Now we understand that you are undergoing some personal drama.
Yeah.
And we would love if you could read us the problematic text and then give us context.
Yeah.
I might as well get a fake name, off
please.
the bat, because I'm going to need that.
A fake name for you and a fake name for the person.
The
please.
fake name for you is going to be Squash. And then the name for the evil person is going to be Hammer.
Okay, Squash and Hammer.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're Squash. Now, Squash, why don't you read us the text that Hammer sent you?
All right. What up, Squash? I guess I need another fake name for Hammer's girlfriend.
Hammer's girlfriend.
Hammer's girlfriend's going to be Nail.
Okay, what up, Squash? Nail was telling me she's hanging out with you tomorrow, and you popped up on my FYP on TikTok, so I figured I would stop by and say hi. Hope you doing well.
What?
So, out of context, that sounds very nice.
Yeah.
I'm honestly getting a very dark energy from it.
I get a weird vibe from it, but also it might be your tone. Your tone.
No, give us
please,
the context.
please.
We're ready.
Back in September, I was left with an injury where up until December, I was unable to walk.
Oh my gosh.
And Hammer, being my boss, decided to call me a vegetable.
Jesus. Okay. Insane.
So obviously, yeah, insane, kind of fuck you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, deeply problematic as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of led me to have a mental breakdown during my recovery. Obviously, I'm fine now. I got through this. I'm a lot better.
Congratulations, by the way. That's really hard recovery.
Thank you. That's in the past. I'm a lot better. And I also don't work at that place anymore because I don't like how Hammer treats people.
That was immediately what I was going to say.
Yes. Very good.
I'm glad you laughed.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Big time.
Thank you. So for the first time in forever, I decide I would like to see my good old friend Nail. Nail's been there with Squash through everything. And at this point, everyone in Squash and Nail's friend group knows that Squash does not like Hammer one little bit.
That's right.
So last night, I'm minding my damn business. I'm watching New Girl, and this text was sent at 11:30 p.m. while Nail was fast asleep in bed with Hammer.
Oh, wow. Hammer.
And that's when this text was sent. So there's the context.
Okay, so Hammer is going through something. And Hammer also, did you respond? So Hammer says this cruel thing to you. And
Can we get the text again, actually?
Yeah, can you please get the text again?
What up, Squash? Nail was telling me she's hanging out with you tomorrow, and then you popped up on my FYP on TikTok. So I figured I would stop by and say hi. Hope you doing well.
Okay. So
and say hi is followed up with, I got the sound effect.
Good.
Thank you.
So I feel that this could be in a couple things. Now, Anna, what's your first impulse, please?
my first impulse is that this person is insecure. And that this person is insecure about their relationship, is
Correct.
insecure about your guys' friendship, is potentially veering into a controlling category. I
agree.
I'm worried, honestly.
I'm a little worried, and I think we have to call 911. I do also agree. I think it's like the 11:30 of it all really rings big to me. That Nail is asleep, and Hammer's like, oh yeah, you're gonna take my girlfriend, and was like sending this text, right? Yeah. That really rings as, okay, this is a jealous person. And it's also like, this is someone that is clawing at the walls of their enclosure that used to have control over, used to be your boss, are no longer your boss. But sort of feel like they are in this weird way.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, I remember things like this happening where it's like, someone that used to be a teacher, or like I had this fucking middle school teacher who hated my ass. Yeah. And I went to high school, and the middle school teacher was like doing a class at the high school for the middle school kids or whatever. Cool. I'm like no longer in this person's purview at all. Yeah. And I'm talking in the hallway during a lunch break. The middle school teacher goes in the hallway, screams at me, pulls into the classroom, screaming at me, right? They're yelling at me, is like, we're going to talk after school with the head teacher or the whatever. And this teacher of the high school are like, we don't understand why this guy is so pissed at you.
Weird.
It's like, he doesn't have power over me anymore, whatever. And in this context, it's like your old boss is trying to have power over you.
Yeah.
There was also a situation where I'm not very proud of this, where I did kind of go on a screaming tangent at my old place of work about Hammer.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that.
I am really not proud of that. I do want to own up to that. I was not a person there, and I do need to admit that.
Was it in front of?
I did not take a page out of the Perfect Person Handbook there, and I'm very sorry, Miles.
Hey, that's okay. You know what? You don't have to apologize to me or to Hammer. And I'll say also, was this to Hammer?
It was a rant about Hammer to another friend, but it was kind of so loud that it might as well been.
Yeah.
Oh,
My question is, how do Squash and Nail's friends feel, not Nail, how does your group, you mentioned your friend group, feel about Hammer? Are you the only hater, or is it like a sort of common dislike?
So the that we all work at, I will say we all worked at the same place. When Hammer began working with us, we loved them. They were an excellent addition and a fantastic boss.
Okay.
Interesting.
Then they got too comfortable. They set their eyes on Nail, and work was not a priority anymore.
The narrative you are giving is incredible.
Oh my God, they set their eyes on Nail.
It's really artistic.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
That's a
Thank you.
screenplay.
I appreciate it. So I will say I might be Hammer's number one hater, but they definitely have some things that they don't like about them.
So real quick, obviously workplace structures and power dynamics can lead to relationships that maybe one didn't want as much, but it's not always equal. Do you feel like there was some sort of like using power to sort of woo over Nail, or do you feel like Nail liked Hammer?
No, I don't think a power dynamic was like, it was all like a management team, so I don't think it was that.
Okay, so I think that my advice, and you're calling it basically to be like, how do you respond to this text? How do you move on with the situation?
Have you responded?
So like, yes, but then after talking to Nail, now it's like how to proceed.
Okay, cool. So what did you respond, and did you respond to what Nail said?
Yeah, so I then called I phoned a friend. Immediately, because I immediately turned into Mr. Crocker going Fairly Odd Parents after Hammer texted, because I was like, why the fuck are you contacting me at 11:30 on this Monday night?
Yeah.
So I responded with,
hey, Hammer, thanks for reaching out, but I was really hoping it would just be me and Nail.
Fair.
Thanks for the well wishes, like the damn adult that I am.
Yes.
Yeah, that's nice.
Gorgeous,
Okay, cool.
perfect response.
I think that's good.
and that's a healthy boundary.
Yeah, that's firm, and it's also just like we don't need to.
Yep.
We don't need to do it. You didn't respond like in a mean, like, like, don't you ever fucking text me. It's just like,
100%. It's a
hey,
great
this
response.
would just be me and Nail. I think that's great. I think that's perfect. And then you talked to Nail.
Yes, I did kind of, again, get a little too riled up. But
Okay.
Nail
here for it.
understood.
Yeah.
Because Nail was also upset being, like, as they said, asleep in the bed, unaware, was also lied to about the time that this was sent. And, what's the word? Just the context of it all.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
then Nail was told in the morning by Hammer, yes, I did talk to Squash about that. I did reach out to Squash, but didn't give the full story.
What? Wait. Okay, so Hammer lied to Nail about the text?
Yeah, so then Hammer was like, I sent the text at 8:30.
What?
I did not fight myself over. All I said was, hope you're doing well.
Lying is an admission of guilt.
Interesting.
I am
Wow.
do you think that Hammer might like you?
I really hope not, and I don't think so.
Okay.
You know how sometimes in TV shows you think someone appears a lot more than they have? That's kind of how I feel like Hammer is in my life.
Right.
Okay.
It seems like they've appeared more than they have.
Okay. I haven't quite
Yeah,
clicked
they're
with
kind
that,
of like
Yeah, that
Helen
part
and
I
Drake and
don't-
Josh.
Interesting. Now, I think that, okay, so here's my hunch. Hammer's insane. And I think Hammer's insane.
Yeah.
But I do also think because you, as you've said, you are prone to getting riled up, which the second instance, it didn't seem like you got too riled up. It felt like you had a great response. But you yelled in the cafe or whatever. I think that my hunch is that you need to let Hammer play their hand. Because I think Hammer hates that Nail wants to hang out with you. And I think that you're going to hang out.
They do. No, they do, because Hammer multiple times has actually tried to move Nail's schedule around because they knew that they would see me.
Yeah.
What did I say? Controlling.
Very controlling.
Okay, so I think Hammer is a bad person.
I agree.
I think that this is a nasty, gross person. And I think continue being an adult, continue setting boundaries the way you did in that text so beautifully. I think that Hammer ultimately will show their hand, but I really think it's a tough thing to navigate the friendship.
Yeah, it's hard to be friends with someone that then is dating someone that you think is a nightmare.
Yes.
Right? Like that's always hard, especially when this person used to have a power dynamic over you.
Yeah.
I would even just but again, I think that Hammer's, the cracks are showing in the vase that was broken. I think you need to talk to Nail and be like, yeah, I don't really have an interest. As you know, I have a complicated history with Hammer or whatever.
Yes.
Hammer's going to hate it if you are normal and fine.
Yes.
And Hammer's suffering.
And the only thing you need to do, because you can't control other people's actions, you can only control your own, is to go to your friend and just be like, hey, I would love, in a totally normal way, I would love if, instead of just joining, Hammer asked, or we could talk about it. That's it. It doesn't have to be I hate this person. I don't want to see them. It can be hey, I love hanging out one-on-one. Is it cool if we do one-on-one hangs, or instead of Hammer joining, we just we plan it ahead of time or something?
Yeah, spin it positive.
I just don't. Yeah, just put a positive spin on it. Be the bigger person. Be nice. And truly, I fucking hate when a person's significant other jumps on a hang without asking. And in this particular occasion, it feels a little bit controlling. So just being a sweet angel about it, and just being hey, I really wanted to hang out one-on-one. I love our time together. Coming in from that angle, and just setting a boundary, being in the future, I would appreciate if blah.
Totally well said.
Most definitely. Yeah, because I don't know. I feel like anger is the emotion that I feel the least. And when I do, all I do is just go over the top with it.
Absolutely.
And I definitely need to explore other options. There are other possibilities out there.
But also, this, to me, you're doing the right thing. If you can keep your cool, I really do believe that usually when people are weirdo nightmares, that the truth does come to light eventually.
Hope so.
But you have to.
I feel I really think Hammer is plotting something, though.
I do too.
Yeah, I do too. It seems like
you're not crazy for that. That this person is giving a lot of red flags, a ton of red flags. Actually, they fully are.
There are
red flags.
That's right.
The lying about the text.
Hammer and Nail moved in after 1 month of dating. There's
but also, even it's so weird to just be to not ask, like, all of it is weird. Hey, I'm going to hang out. I'm going to show up.
It's crazy.
It's totally
That's
weird.
crazy behavior.
But you know,
and not to mention after I'm gonna like show up and I was like, hey, don't. They said, oh no, I wasn't gonna come. That I meant I was gonna stop by saying hi in a text. Okay, no, that's not what that means.
Wait,
that's not what that means.
oh, they thought like I was just going to pop over and say hi. Oh.
No.
Although here's what I'll say. For clarity, when you first read the text, that's what I thought it meant too.
Just say hi.
I thought it was like, pop over, meaning like I'm popping over via text to say hi. But
what do you mean popping over via text?
like, thought I just pop over. I saw you on my TikTok and I just wanted to pop over and say hi.
Oh.
Instead of meaning like I'm going to hang out while you guys are hanging out.
Okay.
So I think that is an interesting distinction. However,
yeah, that is how I initially interpreted it as well. But now that I learned it was an in-person thing.
That's exactly right. But I think, again, this is just sort of, I still think Hammer's a snake. So don't worry.
Thank you.
Don't worry. We're going to squash this snake.
We're going to squash the snake.
Yeah, I would say the advice is keep your cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let Hammer play their hand.
Yep.
Because it's a master manipulator. Oh, what was it? As they say in Game of Thrones, we don't make peace with our friends. We make peace with our enemies.
Wow. And that maybe convinced me to watch Game of Thrones.
And by the way, it's worth it. Rewatched it about 4 times.
Wow.
Thank you so much for giving us a call. I really appreciate it. And I hope, Squash, that you have a wonderful day that is free from conflict.
Congratulations, Miles.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And we'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Why are they congratulating you?
I have a second baby on the way.
Oh my God. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That's epic.
Summer baby. We're super psyched.
Oh, heaven.
It's going to be crazy. Well, we have one final segment. It's a segment we like to call Get Real. This is a segment we like to force a genuine moment in an effort to learn more about each other and ourselves.
I love that.
Now, Anna, obviously...
Does the music play the whole time?
It does.
Okay.
The okay? Okay.
Let's continue.
And okay. Anna, you're obviously a silly Billy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously. Literally. But for you, you're performing, you're acting, you're sort of doing it all. But what is the goal for you? What's the dream for you? What will it look like when you have reached the top, the pinnacle, where you can feel like I did die? Or do you already feel that way? What are you sort of fighting for / towards?
To be completely honest, I'm like so career driven and addicted that I think it will look like not being stressed about when am I going to work next.
Totally.
I think that's it. That being said, I feel like every year of my life, I've like incrementally gotten to a new place where I've wanted to be, but there's always something more. And so I worry that if I put all my eggs in my career basket that I'll never fully be satisfied. But that is starting it over. And that is what, and the music's going to continue. And so that is something that I do worry about. But ultimately, I think it's going to be, like my idyllic life would be like being happily in love, having a house, and not having to stress about when my next job is.
Oh my God, 100% agree. I mean, I think that like, to me, just fast with internet creation, I feel like I'm always like making a thing into the next release and it's this sort of thing. And I was like, it'd be great to get to a point. Honestly, I feel like it'd be great to get to a point where I'm like not releasing, where I'm like, okay, actually I can take a couple months to not release. And by the way, love this podcast with all of my heart.
Totally.
Love making YouTube videos.
So much work.
Oh, it's so much work and whatever, but I love all of it. But I am like, I think, 15 years down the road and I'm like, oh, it'd be cool to be like, there's like a month there where I don't necessarily, the life of like, you see like, TV shows and you're like, oh, an actor does their big gig and then they're just like rich about the time in between.
Yeah, 100%.
That sounds really cool.
That sounds awesome.
That sounds
great. They just have money.
They have cash about it.
Yeah.
And then finally, what is something that you are working on? This could be a problem. This could be something that's a personal goal. Something that you've been like posturing, like I'd like this to be a little bit better or this to be a little bit more efficient in your own life.
I think you could probably tell from this episode, I'm such a therapy girly. I'm deep in therapy speak. I am trying to, and start the music over, and I have been really like working on myself.
Yeah.
And I have been like, I can change these things. But recently I've come to a place where it's like, there are certain things about myself that are that's just who I am. And as long, and like, I've recently had like sort of a friend situation come up where I felt like I was being not considered or taken advantage of. And I kept being like, well, I can change. I want to be friends with this person. So I'll change who I am and I'm like, what they did just upsets me. And I'm not going to try to like do the mental gymnastics to make myself a good person for them. And so I think it's standing up for myself more and standing up for my feelings a little more.
I like that a lot. I think that's I also am like, I'm always thinking about, okay, how can I, adapt and change and grow and whatever.
Yeah.
I think it is probably really refreshing to be like, this is something that is core me.
Yes.
And it's okay that it's core me.
Yes.
And people have to accept, and the people that love me will accept the things that are about me that are core me.
Exactly. And it's,
like, I think that shows, that's the interesting thing about getting older. I think about that sometimes even with career stuff where I'm like, when you're younger, you're like, well, maybe, maybe I'll actually like, go to space. Like I'll be an astronaut.
Or
like
space.
maybe I'll actually live in France for several years. And then I'm like,
Peut-être.
Exactly right. And it's like, I don't know if I'm going to live in France or go to space, but like there are things about me that are emerging that I'm like, oh, I want to keep this piece.
Yes.
This is who I am. And I think that's very exciting.
Yeah. It was an incredibly validating realization where I'm like, I don't have to fucking do a backbend to appease someone that doesn't understand.
Yeah, 100%. You can be 100% you.
And I am. And I am.
And you are. Anna, thank you so much for doing the show, and you're breaking the couch.
And it's actually a futon.
And it's a futon. And Anna's living in the studio.
And the rent is high.
It's high. Anna, thank you so much for doing this. This was such a joy. Where can people find you if they want more Anna on the internet?
You can follow me at Scramby Eggs on Instagram, on TikTok, on Blue Sky. I don't post on TikTok anymore, and I think I've only posted one thing on Blue Sky, so Instagram is probably the best thing. And then you can watch me on Dropout and on Apple TV's Fly Me to the Moon.
Yay! Absolutely. Well, check out Anna Garcia everywhere. Thank you so much for doing this. And if you have a problem out there that you're not quite sure how to solve, just remember that no matter who you are or where you are, perfection is only a call away.
That's right.
That was a Headgum podcast.